When buying a car, reliability is everything. The last thing anyone wants is a vehicle that falls apart before even hitting 60,000 miles. But some cars, despite their style or popularity, turned out to be mechanical nightmares. In this video, we're counting down 10 of the least reliable cars ever made. Vehicles known for breakdowns, recalls, and costly repairs. From poorly built engines to flawed designs, these cars are the reason reliability matters. Stick around until the end to see which one tops the list. And trust us, you'll want to avoid it at all costs. Number 1. Chevrolet Vega. The Vega looked like a small car success story, affordable and sporty. But under the hood, it was a disaster. The aluminum engine warped easily, and rust plagued the body panels far too early. Interiors were cheap, and performance was sluggish, even with GM's hype. Many owners reported major engine failures under 50,000 miles. Despite strong early sales, the Vega quickly earned a reputation as one of the most unreliable American cars ever built. Number 2. Yugo GV. Imported from Yugoslavia, the Yugo GV was pitched as the cheapest car in America. But it was also the most fragile. With a price under $4,000, you got what you paid for. An underpowered 55 HP engine, rattling interior plastics, and constant mechanical issues. It wasn't just unreliable, it was unsafe, with poor crash test results. Many Yugos didn't survive beyond 40,000 miles, and breakdowns were so frequent it became a running joke in pop culture. Number 3. Ford Pinto. The Ford Pinto's legacy is infamous, not just for its unreliability, but for its safety scandals. Mechanically, it was basic and poorly built. Interior parts wore down fast, and early models were prone to overheating. But the biggest issue? A flawed fuel tank design that could ignite during rear-end collisions. Ford's attempt at a budget-friendly compact ended up costing the brand in both lawsuits and reputation. Many owners ditched the Pinto long before it ever saw 60,000 miles. Number 4. AMC Gremlin. Quirky styling couldn't save the AMC Gremlin from being a reliability flop. Its chopped-down body sat awkwardly on an aging chassis, and its quality control was inconsistent at best. Interiors were cramped and cheaply made, while the engines were underpowered and prone to overheating. Many drivers dealt with fuel system issues, rust, and transmission failures early on. It may have had charm, but the Gremlin simply wasn't built to last. Number 5. Cadillac Simmeron. Cadillac's attempt to appeal to compact car buyers went terribly wrong with the Simmeron. Underneath the luxury badge was essentially a Chevy Cavalier with leather seats, and that wasn't enough to impress anyone. The Simmeron suffered from weak performance, low build quality, and poor reliability. With high repair costs and little payoff in comfort or style, many owners dumped theirs before 60,000 miles. It remains a cautionary tale in badge engineering gone wrong. Number 6. Chrysler Sebring. The Chrysler Sebring, especially in the early 2000s, was plagued by issues. Engine failures, faulty transmissions, and electrical glitches made it one of the most complained about cars of its time. Despite a sleek exterior, the interior felt cheap and outdated. Even basic maintenance became a headache, with many owners facing breakdowns before reaching the 60,000-mile mark. It promised style and affordability, but delivered disappointment and repair bills. Number 7. Chevrolet Corvair. The Corvair might look cool today, but back then, it was a reliability and safety nightmare. Its rear-mounted air-cooled engine was innovative, but it leaked oil and overheated regularly. Handling was dangerously unpredictable due to the swing axle design, famously criticized by Ralph Nader in Unsafe at Any Speed. Mechanical problems were frequent, and maintenance was a hassle. Most owners didn't keep them long enough to see 60,000 miles, and many regretted buying one at all. Number 8. Pontiac Aztec. The Aztec is remembered more for its odd looks than its reliability. While it offered practicality with its camping-friendly features, the mechanical components were another story. Electrical gremlins, failing head gaskets, and transmission issues plagued early models. The plastic-heavy interior aged poorly, and build quality was subpar. Many drivers reported frequent repairs and parts failures under 60,000 miles, making the Aztec not just ugly, but unreliable too. Number 9. Dodge Intrepid. The Dodge Intrepid was roomy and futuristic for its time, but under the surface, it was a ticking time bomb. The 2.7L V6 engine was notorious for sludge buildup, leading to catastrophic engine failure before 60,000 miles. Repairs were costly, and oil starvation was common even with regular maintenance. The interior was comfortable, but that didn't make up for its mechanical flaws. The Intrepid ended up on countless worst car lists, and rightfully so. Number 10. Fiat 500. Cute, compact, and fun to drive, but unfortunately not built to last. The Fiat 500's stylish exterior masked a host of problems. Transmission failures, faulty powertrains, and poor electrical systems were common. The interior, though trendy, felt cramped and flimsy. Despite its city-friendly design, the 500 became known for frequent trips to the mechanic. Many owners experienced major issues well before 60,000 miles. It's the perfect example of looks over lasting quality. Reliability isn't just about saving money, it's about peace of mind. These 10 cars may have made headlines for their design or affordability, but they quickly lost driver trust where it mattered most. Staying on the road. Whether you're shopping used or just a car history buff, these models are best admired from a distance. Preferably a safe one. Want to avoid buying a lemon? Hit that like button and subscribe, because next we're diving into the most reliable cars that go over 300,000 miles with ease. Don't miss it.